Hello there! In today's YouTube's bizarre music adventure, we'll be talking about Tokimeki. I'm BlueEighthNote, and let's dive in. So, what is Tokimeki? Well, in Japanese, this word means excitement, heartbeat, and the various other kind of feelings that one sees when they like a girl so much. The setting is Nijigasaki High School. It's a big school, and the IRL location is really big as well. The school is never in danger of closing, unlike the previous two generations of Muse and Aqua. However, this school does face some natural disasters at times, which mostly came in the form of flooding. That aside, who is Yu Takasaki? Well, she's Ayumu's childhood friend. She likes cute girls. She is very passionate in what she's doing and wants to achieve her goals. She learned how to play piano within just months, and she became a music student in Anime Season 2 studying composition. See? A great example of a role model. So, what will we be studying today? Well, we have to answer a little bit on Season 2, Episode 12 when it comes to how the frick Yu-chan composed 12 songs in one night. We'll be diving into some of the factors that may come into this. So let's review what we know about Yu Takasaki, based on the community post I've researched last year. First of all, what does Yu-chan compose? Well, songs, of course. So, what songs? In Episode 1 of Season 1, Yume no Ippo. In Episode 12, Yume ga Koko kara hachimaru yo, which, in case you don't know, has Ayumu's name written all over it. They even titled one of the songs as Walking Dream to get this point across even stronger. Because the last time they tried to do this with Dream With You, it just makes it even more confusing, as you can see here. Then Season 2 comes in. We know that in Episode 1, Kaika Sengen. Episode 3, Neo Sky Neo Map. Episode 8, Tokimeki Runners. Episode 10, Love You My Friends. And then the 12 songs we will be looking at next. And of course, there's the Future Parade at the end of the season. So what are the 12 songs, you may ask? The first one is for Ayumu, Kaika Sengen. And then the rest are Wonderland, Audrey, Wish, You and I, My Own Fairy Tale, Melody, Koe Sunagoyo, Telepathy, and Love You My Friends. And of course, there are still 3 extra songs. For these 3, they draw from other sources, like Aori Kanaria, which is from the Rebirth single, and Toy Doll and Ye Minju are from the 4th solo album. Although now we may wonder how the frick Yu-chan was able to understand English to write a song entirely in English and then some with some Chinese words in it. So what does Yu-chan study? Why, music theory, of course, but there's also a lot of stuff that the musician needs to study as a music student. But now, let's just understand that music theory does require understanding a bunch of Italians written in music sheets because historical reasons. We see that Yu-chan has a lot of messy paper on the floor, and these would include some compositions and music theory stuff, as you can see here. And then there's also the ear training part. This is the part where you just have to notate the score based on what you hear. So basically audio to music sheets, which Mia fucking Taylor showed how boss she is by being able to write down all these in one go outside the classroom. So if we know that Yu-chan's been studying with music theory, we may actually want to ask, does music theory help with Tokimeki? The short answer, no. The long answer, well, it depends. Music theory helps you complete a composition and allows you to build bigger compositions as a result of the foundation blocks. Though the thing is, there are some limitations of music theory because often artists want to explore more of the unconventional stuff, which music theory doesn't tell you about, and you have to be able to explore on your own. The more you know about music theory, the harder it might be to find exceptions. So you see, it's a balance between theory and creativity. While music theory tells you how to complete a song, the composition process is not just about music theory, but also find inspirations to generate new ideas. When it comes to music emotion and personal expression, that's beyond what the music theory can tell you. So now, let's actually revisit this question. Is it possible to compose 12 songs in one night? Well, the short answer, don't count on it. But the long answer is, an artist on a really good day may be able to make 12 songs in one night if somehow maybe the stars align and the artist got lucky. Just remember that the more songs we create in one day, it is likely that they will have to sacrifice some quality in order to make more songs out of it. But hey, in Yu-chan's case, my analysis is that while the music theory may not help with Tokimeki, Yu-chan now gained the ability to use the music theory knowledge to complete songs faster. And with the music theory knowledge, I now can assume one Tokimeki is enough for one song. instead of requiring probably multiple. And with 12 songs, that means 12 Tokimeki. And with some questionable math aside, if one has enough training camp tickets, they can certainly get 12 camps in one night. The game gives you 6 training camp chances, you just need to use 6 additional tickets to get there. And if you have the inspiration badges, that guarantees 12 Hirameki. So yeah, multiple Hirameki also may drop in one camp session, which reduces the number of camps you needed. So, how does one seek for Tokimeki? Well, you can find it from many of your surroundings, from your personal experiences, maybe from the people you collaborated with. Or you can do some exercise like doing a handstand. Or you can explore some more historical stories or fictional ones as your source of inspiration. So how does one gain Tokimeki? Well, you don't have to look for Tokimeki if you already know where you can get them. For example, watch lovelive and get your eyes feasted with cute anime girls. And then you proceed to procrastinate at work. That's pretty much the end of the presentation. We'll be looking at how Yu-chan unleashes her stand-up power in the next episode. Here are some further reading materials in case you're really interested. Thank you for your attention.